Welcome, guys, to another episode of El Tigrillo Show. Today we're going to go over Campeón de Campeones and a short preview of the upcoming season. This is El Tigrillo Show. Hi, guys, this is Juan El Tigrillo, and I want to first of all apologize. I haven't done an episode in a while, but good things come to those who wait, I guess you could say. Today we're going to talk about the recent game, Campeón de Campeones, Tigres vs Santos. So last time I did a show was about 2-3 weeks ago. So much going on. El Tri got eliminated. Hugo didn't play after the first game. Aquino didn't play at all. Nahuel Guzman didn't play at all. So there's not much to talk about. Vincula had a good turnout with Peru. Besides that, there's not much to talk about. So we're going to skip that. We're going to go straight to the meaty stuff, the good stuff. I had purchased my tickets a couple weeks ago. Excited for the game. I went with my compadre, who's a Toluca fan, so naturally he was rooting for Tigres. I met up with a good friend of mine who's a Santista out there at the stadium, but we left at a certain time in the morning right after the World Cup ended. France dominated Croatia. That's a whole different conversation, even though the scores didn't really give a good picture of the game. Got up out there to LA, went to go get some tacos at Antojitos, which is a food truck out there. Killed some tacos. After that, went to get some beer. Went to the stadium, and first thing you see was there was quite a few. Maybe it's because we were apart, but there was quite a few Necaxa fans. Very impressed with the Necaxa turnout. After that, it was the Santos Laguna fans. Big turnout from their part. After that, Tigres, and the minuscule showing of the day was for Rayados. I mean, you saw. Why would you go see your Mama y Papa play, right? Why? But there was a small number. They had all the cheering squads in opposite sections, so we sat more towards the Necaxa side. We were in the shade. We were smart enough. We had been to the StubHub before, so we knew where to get our tickets at. We got them on the shaded side. We were on the southwest corner, more or less, next towards the Necaxa side. The southeast corner was the Tigres side. The northeast corner was the Santos side, and the northwest section was the most emptiest section of the stadium, which was the Real side. But we saw their game. Boring. We were cheering for Necaxa. Necaxa won 1-0. Not much to say. There was one belligerent Monterrey fan who was actually real cool. He was drunk, real friendly. Came up to us, said Guignac was the best player in the league. Showed mad respect. So I gotta respect the guy back. It was really cool of him to come and talk to us. But we waited, and my brother, I went out there with with my compadre. My nephew's a Tigres fan. My son and my brother were all Tigres fans. Said my compadre was was a Toluca fan, or is a Toluca fan. Excuse me. So my brother's waiting patiently for the game to end. He wanted to meet up with the Libre y Locos. So the game ends. We rush to the southeast gate, and we wait. I took my son, my brother were out there waiting. They started trickling in, and we waited with the group. And I mean, it was awesome. There was a big and mad respect to the Dallas Libres y Locos and Houston Libres y Locos. Big showing from their part. And the Tigres fans were sprinkled out through all those stadiums, probably all the local fans. I live near LA. I'm a couple hours away, so I would consider myself a local fan. And we were there with the group and ran to San Reyes. Didn't say what's up or anything, but it was cool seeing them in person. But all these fans, man, passionate fans, tattooed up. These are the diehard fans, man. They made this. I mean, it's easy for me. I made a couple-hour trip. But these fans flew halfway across the country. A lot of them from Mexico. That's what real fans are. None of this bandwagon stuff. So anyways, we're in there. We're marching in with them. It was real cool. We felt like a part of the group. Obviously, we were. People were high-fiving us. So after we walked into the stadium with them, went to their seats, we went back to our spot. In the mix of a bunch of Santos fans. Like I said, my homeboy of mine is a big Santos fan. Real respectful between us, but there was one drunk guy in the front yapping away. Not at us, but he was yapping. And right behind us was this gentleman, probably in his early 40s, with his two little girls, man, wearing Tigres jerseys. It was beautiful. So we were high-fiving, the whole time. But we'll get into the game. As the game went on, Santos was I mean, they were showing up. They put their hands in the game. They put their hands up. But the game started. Tigres started dominating. The lineup was obviously Guignac in the front. Aquino on the left, Jürgen Damm on the right, Chino Soledad in the middle, and it was an interesting formation because they played with three defenders. They had Hugo Yala in the middle, which I didn't even think he was going to play. You know, Juninho was hurt, so maybe that's why. Well, I mean, Juninho was there. He trained. He didn't get to play. On his left was Torres Nilo. On the right was Chaca Rodriguez. Goalkeeper Nahuel Guzman. Now in the middle was what I was most excited about, because we were going to see the debut of not only just Guido Pizarro, but Guido Pizarro with Rafael Carioca. So excited for this. And obviously, if you know the score already, you know why I was so excited. But you also had Dueñas in the mix. Now, I was a little confused as to what his position was. I think he was more of a defensive mid. Guido Pizarro was attacking a lot more, and so was Carioca. So it was a three, maybe it was an interesting set. I can't really put my finger on what to call that formation, but it was very offensive, and it paid off. Tigres attacked. I mean, Santos had their options, but Tigres was attacking, put lots of pressure. There was a yellow at 26 minutes for Torres Nilo on that hard tackle. You know, it was borderline. It was like an orange, my wife would call it, an orange card, because it was borderline red. But, I mean, they didn't call it. The ref did a good job. Say lo que sea. But you got El Molcajete wagging his little finger as soon as Chino took a shot. We'll get back to him later. Santos had a close call at 37 with Jonathan Rodriguez. But at minute 41, well, actually I'm skipping, because Guignac had what could be close to El Golazo del Año. But it was, I think it was called offside, or it was a foul by Jurgen Damm at minute 20. Golazo de Guignac didn't count, but I was right behind that side of it, so it was amazing to see him in person regardless. But at minute 41, the main man, the guest of honor, showed up. I mean, he hadn't been there the whole game, but he got to debut his first game back home with us. Guido Pizarro scored off a header. Well, it was. I mean, just thinking about it brings, it gives me goosebumps. And 4 minutes later, goal, Javier Aquino. He went and celebrated in our corner, man. It was amazing. It sucked the life out of that one corner when all the Santos fans started being quiet. A couple minutes later, it was halftime. And at halftime, my boy had to go to the restroom, so I accompanied him. And guess who I ran into at halftime? I ran into the one and only Antonio Sancho. I had to bother him for a picture. He was cool. He seems like he was in a hurry, but he actually stopped, took a picture with me, took a picture with my brother. It was real cool running into Antonio Sancho. And came back. I got my kid a pretzel, and he got himself a soda. We sat back down. Continued watching the second half, and the life was out of that corner, man. It was gone. And at, what was that, minute 66, when Chino Salarian scored, that one belligerent Santos fan that I was referring to started yelling. Because the gentleman behind me with his little girls were chanting. So the guy in front, he started yelling, "Is that all you guys got? ¿Es todo lo que tienen?" And I yelled back, "No, también tenemos 3 goles." So that put him in his place. He shut up the rest of the time. And then at minute 75, André Pierre Gignac scores what they call a sweaty goal. And it was he ran across the field to go celebrate at the Libre Locos corner, the supporters corner. Went and celebrate, and not much after that. I mean, there was the Santos players were ardidos. They were getting dominated. I mean, the numbers were just ridiculous. 61% possession to Santos 38. Only 2 saves from Nahuel and 3 saves from El Molcajete. 1 yellow card for Tigres, 2 for Santos, 0 red card around. 14 fouls committed by Santos, 7 by Tigres. Fouls 1. Fouls committed, 15 by Tigres, 8 by Santos. Balls given away, 82 Tigres, 91 Santos. Balls recovered, 48 Tigres, 35 Santos. 1 outside for Tigres, 2 for Santos. And the 1 missed pen, which I overlooked, for Tigres, and 0 for Santos. Tigres look strong. Now, it could be a little deceptive because we can't really gauge the Santos. Santos didn't have their back line was basically brand new. They had gotten rid of Izquierdos. He went to Boca. Araujo went to Celta. And 3 days before, Giannini left to the United Arab Emirates. So that team's rebuilding, so we can't really gauge. I don't even think Santos is strong enough to make Liguilla this year, to be honest with you. Tigres look strong. I'm very excited about that Carioca, Pizarro midfield more than anything. I mean, this team is going to shut down in the midfield. And right behind those two is likely going to be Dueñas. So, I mean, it's going to be hard for anybody to get past that midfield. And that'll give the opportunity for Aquino to attack a little bit more. And one guy I overlooked, man, Jürgen Damm, I didn't mention him in the lineup. Jürgen Damm had a hell of a game. This guy, excuse me, has changed his play style immensely. This guy is finally going to live up to potential. He's starting. He's going to be a starter. I mean, if he keeps going this way, he's gonna keep that position on lock. It's gonna be exciting to see Jürgen Damm play. I think he's motivated because he got cut by the World Cup squad. Boy, I have high expectations for Jürgen Damm. He's gonna tear his league apart, and he'll be gone from Tigres within the next 24 months. Super exciting. It's gonna be a great season. It's gonna start this weekend. It's exciting. Had a good time with Libres y Locos. Ran into some of them while we were a little tipsy outside the stadium. They were real welcoming. Very exciting. I gotta go. I just got a call. Short podcast this week. We'll get more into it hopefully later on this week. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming back and listening to what I got to say. I'm gonna leave you guys with one little short song. I'll catch you guys later this week. Bye.
Están por activar y nosotros recaritas en la esquina nos quedamos sin fumar. Esa gorra está zarpada y las luces que no paran de girar. Legalícenla. Oh, oh, oh. Legalícenla. Oh, oh, oh. Legalícenla. Oh, oh. No vale nada. Thank you.